So there, of course, are gamepad options, obviously. And this might be easier with gamepad, but we'll start with the keyboard and just kind of go from there. Right, so I said moving. It's gonna be a thing. Oop. So already off to a really good start. There's gonna be a lot of falling over. It's gonna be a lot of falling over. I like the physics of them falling. I also like the butts extremely like pointed upwards. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, I pressed the wrong fucking button. There we go. Bonk. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of leaning around. There's gonna be a lot of overcompensating, and then undercompensating. But you know, we'll get the hang of these things. Now, I'm trying to make sure I'm not like overdoing it or underdoing it. Okay. All right. Oop, oop, oop. All right. Beer is this way. All right. So you got some obstacles coming in hot. Yeah, we got it. Whoa. Oh, come on, tutorial. Now is not the time. I'm like in a bit of a dangerous spot here. The identity to any human. What we gotta do is try again over and over and over. Right. All right. But they were kind enough to reset me since they kind of put me in a weird spot there. It seems like the key is taps. Ooh, tippy taps. Yeah, don't swing too hard any one direction. And you are wobbly. When they said you were wobbling, they were not kidding. Yeah, so this is gonna be a time. There's, I think, something to be said about kind of moving and wobbling at the same time. This is very real, right? This is very believable, rather. Look how believable this is. Oh boy. Oh my god, we're going down. Ain't no way. No, I'm not pussing out like that. Mama didn't raise no bitch. Mama didn't raise no three goblin bitch. Come on, we got this. Oh, we're just wobbling so much. Oh, come on, Shannon, now is not the time. It's never the time with Shannon. She's always wanting attention and the weirdest of opportunities here. At some point, I'm just gonna like fucking full tilt, and it's gonna get me in trouble. But for now, we're trying to hold together. Yo, how epic of a gamer would it be if I were to actually get that beer on my, what is this, third, fourth, fifth try? For the tutorial, that is. No, I don't actually see the beer. Oh, I see. I have to go up the, oh god, there's a ramp. Really, you're hitting me with a ramp in the tutorial? This is wild. I'm actually wondering if, yeah, it might be better for me to do this with gamepad. I might be tempted. Oh boy, we're wobbling. Oh, we're wobbling. Oh, I don't know if there's checkpoints. Oh, we fell over. I almost wonder if it's better to just go full fast and just kind of improvise, because maybe going slow is getting me into trouble. Maybe it's forced me to like overthink. Listen to the little like as they like start to get sad. I need to level up my parasocial relationships. Yeah, I'm not even necessarily thinking about that aspect of it, like when it comes to like the super like top 0.0001% of streamers that have like hundreds of thousands for the CCVs, and like, yeah, people that like maybe feel too attached. I'm not even like necessarily thinking about that aspect. It's just more like, yeah, if I'm trying to like integrate with the streamers community and see what they're about, and like, you know, really like vibe with their personality, it's hard to like feel much of a connection when the chat is just like 50,000 people spamming PogChamps and like, and I don't know, it's hard to feel much of a connection, you know? It's not even the stream, it's more like their community, you know? It's more like the group I'm in. As I like watching, there's streamers that I watch that are fairly popular. Joel and Vinesauce and Limes, all those guys and gals. They get pretty big views. I mean, Vinny and Joel in particular get into the thousands. Mike is regularly over 1,000. And oh boy, I'm trying to like kind of get steady myself here. But and usually those chats can get pretty silly when it comes to like high view counts and like having a little bit of a hard time keeping up with the conversation. But more times than not, you can at least catch like some interesting comments or like some funny moments, like funny jokes. Like you can like kind of pick up on things, so it's not quite a just a shit fest of of memes and fuckery. And of course, the reality is that for a lot of the, like the vast majority of the people that have thousands and, 50,000, 100,000 viewers, usually the people that are that popular, their audience is mostly children. And this is not to say like, oh, kids bad. I'm just saying like, for me, as a person in my mid-30s, I'm not really interested in connecting with a bunch of children. I know, weird, right? Alex, you don't want to personally be best friends with 50,000 children? I know, right? So bizarre. So like that's another thing where I have a hard time connecting when it's like this is just it's not my demographic. It's not my thing. So it's just a personal preference thing, obviously. I want them to pay attention to me. That's right. Pay attention to me and appreciate my correct opinions. Boob jokes, penis jokes, right. And if the chat is spamming too quickly for them to notice or even appreciate your contributions, and where's the fun in that? All right, so we're figuring out the wobbles. So now we're trying to figure out these doors we've heard so much about. Our youngest elders. Ah, yes, youngest elders. But there's push into the door and it will open. But it only works from one side. Okay. Now I don't know if there are. Oh boy. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Oh fuck. Oh wait, did they reset us? They reset us. Yeah, at the start level. God damn it. I was pressing the wrong button. I was pressing the arrow keys. Pressing the arrow keys like an idiot, and I was like, man, why is my guy just flopping? My guy was flopping. Three Goblin Floplin is what I was doing. All right, sound off in the comments. What's your goblin name? What would your name be if you were a goblin? And like, what would be your like favorite snack, like your goblin snack? What would you gobble, if you will? Me personally, it would be like there'd be like a scrung to the name, like Scrungus or Scrungle, or maybe just some kind of ung or ing. So like Scrungle or like Bingle, something like that. And my favorite snack would be like probably muffins, something like that. Screecaw or Was It? That's a good one. Wasn't there was the thing on TikTok about a goblin that like sacrificed himself. It was in a D&D campaign about a goblin that sacrificed himself in a D&D campaign at a very like pivotal moment, and a bunch of people made like TikTok memes featuring a Childish Gambino song, and it took off, and my wife heard about it, and the goblin's name was like Fart Sniffer or something like that. So Gracie was like, Alex, have you heard about Fart Sniffer the goblin? And I was like, what woman, what words just emerged from your mouth? What the hell? It wasn't Fart Sniffer, it was like Fart something, I don't know. Some kind of fart goblin name was blowing up on TikTok, and apparently it was this big thing. Nothing can deter you in your quest for beer. So we have the levers. Just approach and it will work for you automatically. Same with doors, of course. Boblin the Goblin Meerkat, powerful. That's a powerful one. Originally he said Meerkat, but then he says Boblin the Goblin. When he's in trouble, would his parents refer to him as Boblert the Goblin? Or, I'm sorry, Roblert the Goblin. Or I guess Roblert the Globlert, I guess. Yeah, Boblin the Goblin. Oh, no, that was Ogaso's. There we go. What's up, Shock Value? Salad made of nothing but processed meats like hot dogs and that is actually pretty sweet. That's a good goblin snack. People's toe. Very good, Ogaso. New fear unlocked. Moist moss. I appreciate that you guys went more like into the kinds of things that goblins might actually eat, whereas I went into just like, oh, I just like muffins. It just was the first thing that kind of came to mind. Opens up new paths, can give shortcuts in case you fall. Not if, but when, for when you fall. Alright, I left. There we go. I had my eyes on the prize this time. I had my hands on the controls correctly. We are gaming. Don't mind those respawning, I guess. Woo. There's respawning safety cones. Like when you smack into one, you get like the cartoon smack sound effect. Alright, there's a key we need to acquire. So we're gonna get another tutorial window saying there's a key. You have to use them to open doors. It's pretty cool. I like the little footsteps to indicate this is where you're going. You gotta go to the key, then you gotta go to the door in that order. Locking mechanism for their doors. Equally oversized keys to open their oversized locks. The shape of the keys does not matter. It is the color. Oh, there could be multiple keys in a certain level. Good to know. Gotta make sure you got the right one. Right. All right. Look for the colors. Colors of the keys. I think there seems to be like some like, dare I say, RNG to how, oh boy, to like how wobbled you get. Because sometimes we move a little bit and we're like pretty chill. Other times you move a little bit and it's like, holy buckets, we're fucking going. There we go. There's a wizard hat. Why is there a wizard hat? I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just not sure I understand. And again, this is not a bad thing. I'm just acknowledging that, like, you have to be really on your toes because you might feel like, all right, we got some momentum, we're going. Then other times you're like, oh shit, I'm getting the rug pulled out from underneath me. You have to improvise. So they can be paranoid. If they notice anything strange, they might try to chase you down. Keep moving. Don't hang too long. You can try to blend in more by picking up more hats. The more hats one wears, the more reputable they are. Look at this guy. This guy has a bunch of hats, and everybody understands this is a human. And not three goblins in a trench coat, even though they are kind of T-posing. And, I mean, they got me fooled. I mean, yeah, this is clearly 4 humans. This picture I'm looking at, this is 4 dignified, austere humans having a very cerebral conversation. So I will join in on such academic circles by getting a wizard's hat. I would like to get even more hats. Hello, fellow wizards. It is I, a wizard friend. I'm just here to have myself a nice wizard-appropriate beard. Don't mind if I do. By the way, I think we all should agree that if you were to, like, play... Now, it's a Sunday night, so I would unless you do not work tomorrow, I would personally advise... Oh, well, they're not even real anyway. I would personally advise against playing this game with me, this meta game that I'm about to invent. Oh, we were doing so well, bro. We were doing so well. I don't know if I was, like, going too fast or what. I was like, oh my god, yeah. We start all the way back at the beginning. That's fine. We got this shit. I think the doors stay open at least. Yeah, I don't know if I was, like, if I wasn't paying as much attention or what. Maybe I saw the exit and I just got too ambitious. All the more reason for me to get good. How fast we're going, though. We're kind of cruising now. But anyway, I feel like I'm cooking. I'm cooking up a drinking game, all right? So, again, if you work or go to school tomorrow or have otherwise adult responsibilities, I would probably advise against playing this now because it's a Sunday night, obviously. But for future reference, playing or watching a game like this... all right, I'm cooking. So the idea is you got your beverage of choice. You take a drink every time I fall over. That's an obvious one. You take a drink every time I fall over. And then you finish your chosen beverage if we acquire the beer. Or maybe that's too much. Maybe that's too much. Because there are multiple levels in this game, I'm fairly certain. So maybe don't finish the beer, but you take like 3 sips. Right? How's that sound? 3 sips if we acquire our beer in game. Because that ends the level. So if we beat a level, if we pick up a beer, you get 3 sips. It's 1 sip otherwise. I think you can muster a decent, halfway competent drinking game out of a game like this. Now if you go down into the fucking moat, I wonder if there's like a secret pretz you can unlock. Also, for a minute, though, I thought the cheering was the sound of our goblins, like, panicking. But no, that's the sound of our goblin friends cheering us on, encouraging us as we take on this gauntlet of learning how to be humans, how to disguise ourselves properly. Also, Grayson and I have been watching a lot of Archer, the FX show, featuring the extremely diverse voice acting talents of H. John Benjamin, who definitely doesn't just do one voice. Let's go the other route. He definitely doesn't just do one voice for all of his voice roles. The guy who voiced John McGurk, Coach McGurk rather, in Let's hold for a second. Let's hold for a second. Butch McGurk and Home Movies, and Sterling Archer and Archer, and Bob and Bob's Burgers, and a whole bunch of other stuff. He definitely doesn't just have one voice and do it for all the roles he's in. But he does have one voice, he does it for all the roles he's in. But he's also very good, he's also very funny. I don't mind that he has one voice. But anyway, Grace and I have been watching a lot of Archer. And we've decided that, yeah, if we were of drinking, neither of us drink, but if we were like the kind of person who drinks while watching something, or just in general, the idea is that you would take a drink every time someone in the show visibly takes a drink. Which would be a darn old doozy. Because man, everybody in that show drinks like a fucking fish, honestly. And there's some episodes in particular that are especially alcoholically friendly, so to speak. So yeah, it's like the Archer drinking game. You take a sip every time someone in show takes a sip. Man, oh man, some episodes would be rough, especially if you're watching episodes back to back. So don't celebrate just yet. Many dangers await ahead of you. Review what you learned by reading this stuff in the tips menu. And then get to the beer and you're off to the races. So we almost got to that point. Oh, please. We almost got to that point where we were in the safety zone earlier. But I think we were in there. Oh, except we would be in there, but the beer was fake because this is a tutorial. This is a tutorial, so the beer is not quite real, but that's okay. We caused only 3 incidents. We only hugged the ground 8 times. You know what? I imagine for a lot of people that do this tutorial, I bet that number's a lot higher. So we didn't do too bad. There is a rotate option, which is good to know. Good to know. Now, if I do my job right, we probably won't need it, but there might be instances where you have to, like, slide through things. On to the next level. I appreciate the signs. Point me in the right direction. Well, I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. Good luck. So I gotta get a key. It's a purple key. Yo, shouts to the bottom goblin. Any bottom goblin enjoyers? Oh, yeah, ignore him. Ignore him. Shoutouts to the bottom goblin. The bottom gob, if you will. The one who's holding it down, because, you know, he's got a heavy weight on his shoulders. But he's a fucking G, and he's holding it down and being a boss, so good for him. Good for him. Also, the sign for the beer was up this way, and yet there's a purple door, or purple key door. I wonder if that unlocks shortcuts for other things in our future. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold together, hold together. I wish I was the bottom gob, says Meerkat. God, I wish that were me. Also, for those who were not here for it last night, the moment when Gracie brought me matzo ball soup made me so fucking... And I told her earlier today, I was like, Gracie, you do not understand how uproariously happy that made me. I'm playing games with my homies. We played Abiotic Factor for like 11 hours last night. Shoutouts to Gracie, who tolerated my fucking nerdy ass for spending so much of my Saturday being a fucking degenerate weirdo, playing video games like an idiot, having a good old time with my friends, not only tolerating it, but also making me tasty foods. Making me tasty, well, not just for me, but for both of us. Wow, that whips you around, doesn't it? Ooh, boy, that's a little intense. Making us tasty foods, some tasty matzo ball soup, and then bringing some down for me while I'm playing games, so I didn't have to, like, interrupt my session, so I could get some foods. Amazing. Now the joy I felt in my soul when I looked over and saw the bowl in her hands, I was like, oh, I was so happy. I was like a dog when their favorite squeaky toy is heard. Like, oh my god, this is the greatest day of my goddamn life. Speaking of the greatest day of my goddamn life, so we took Bonnie on a really nice walk this past weekend. Not yesterday, but a week ago yesterday. One of our favorite places to walk, or it's actually a place fairly close to where I used to live. A place called Creevcore Lake. I want that, yeah, give me that. A place called Creevcore Lake. And apologies to any French speakers and or just people who are understanding of the French language who might be listening in. You probably just had a fucking stroke when you heard me pronounce it. You were probably like, excuse me. What? Crevecore, excuse me, Alex? Don't you mean Crevecoeur? So here in St. Louis, that's how we pronounce everything. We pronounce our French places like very phonetically, like deliberately. It's very odd. It's not Crevquois, it's Creve-Coeur. It's not, oh god, what's it gonna, it's not Ladwe, it's Ledoux. So yeah, our pronunciations for our French things are kind of all over the place. But anyway. Yeah, we went to Creve-Coeur Lake, one of our favorite places to walk, and it's a very involved, well, maybe not, it's not like complicated, but there's a lot. There's a lot to that walk. It's a doozy. It's like 3.5 miles. So there's the purple key. Like 3.5 miles. And it is it's pretty popular. There's a lot of people. Oh, then we fell over. That's okay. We keep the keys. Which is huge. There's a lot of people. It's like a very popular spot. Especially it was a really nice day this past weekend. It was like really nice out. There's a lot of people around. Also, you keep the hats, which is nice too. So, but yeah, we were like, but it's one of our favorite places to go. Even before we had Bonnie, it was just nice to go out there, just walk around, just enjoy the nice weather. Really, really pretty water, because it's a lake, obviously. So it's a nice time. Let's take the teleport. Pooped us out right over here. Right. That is very nice. A rustic charm. Anyway, so it was a nice time, and we're walking. And we have Bonnie with us, going for the full 3-mile lap. It says, as you can imagine, it was a very enjoyable but like very exhausting walk for her. But she had a really nice time. And one of the things that we both really appreciated is that when we arrived for our walk around this really nice lake. Oh god, my nose is itching so bad because Anna getting her cat hairs everywhere. I'm dying. But as when we first arrived, though, we noticed that around the same time we arrived, a young woman parked next to us also got out of her car around the same time we did, and she had a corgi. And of course, I always get like, I always feel a little bit bad for Grace. Whenever we're like around somewhere outside, somewhere in public, and there's a corgi, I have to be like. You ever see like whenever you like a parent will walk with their child throughout a mall? And then a child will see like a toy store, and they'll be like, "Ooh!" and they'll like start to like run towards the toy store, and the mom or the parent has to be like, "No, not now." They have to like physically restrain them. That's kind of how it is with me and corgis. If I see a corgi out somewhere, the urge to be like, "Oh, I want to pet the baby," and Gracie is like, "Alex, don't just fucking bother that stranger." Yes, the corgi is cute, but come on, you can't just be like, go into random people like that, bro. You gotta know the time and the place. Let's get another wizard hat, by the way. Hello, yes, I'm less suspicious. Oh, except I fell over. I'm less suspicious with my wizard hat. Thank you very much. I put on my gown and my robe and wizard hat. So anyway, so nice lady and her corgi emerged from her car, and I was, I try not to like be too insufferable, like not too cringe, but I was like, I just couldn't help but be like, oh, your dog's so cute, and she was like, oh, thank you, yeah, he's a little buddy, but she was like, just as a heads up, he's a good doggy, but lately he's been a little bit surly around other dogs, especially other corgis. Because she could tell our dog is like some kind of corgi mix. So we were like, oh, okay, that's fine. We gave her some distance, and it's like just kind of a nice little, hey, how are you? Nice to have similar dogs. Like, and that was the extent of it. And we kind of went on our way. But we arrived at the same time she did, and we were going the same general route. So we kept kind of running into her over and over again. Where we'd stop for water, we'd stop to like be on the bench, and she'd pass us, or vice versa. She'd be stopping with her dog, we'd pass her. So we'd like maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the walk, which is like an hour and a half. We'd kind of run into her, and same kind of thing. We'd just kind of wave, like, "Oh yeah, your dog's so nice." And every time her dog was super chill. Like she was saying, like, "Oh yeah, he's been a little bit weird lately, but no, he was a perfect little gentleman." And as we're getting ready to leave, we noticed this woman was also like leaving at around the same time, because again, we arrived at the same time, going around the lake at around the same time as well. So we're wrapping up around the same time we're wrapping up, and as we're leaving, I was like, I'll go ahead and make some conversations. We're all going to the same place anyway. And I was like, yeah, it's like, can I ask what your dog's name is? And the dog's name was Jackson. There's a little gentleman dog named Jackson. And I was like, well, I know you said earlier that he's like a little weird about other dogs, but he did really good. She's like, well, I think he's too tired to put up a fight. And as we're just kind of making casual conversation, in fact, I wonder if I can even show you this picture. I look over and Bonnie, because we're walking to our car, it's really hot at this point. Bonnie has like rolled underneath our car for shade, and like we're kind of laughing about that. And as we're noticing that, her dog, Jackson, goes to join her and like snuggles up with her, and they're both like in the shade just kind of chilling. And I was like, oh, it was the cutest thing in the whole world. I think Gracie sent me the photo so I can hold it up to the camera so you can all see it, of them all snuggled up together under the car for shade, just being cute little goobers. And Bonnie has like, I know dogs don't actually smile, but she looks like she has the biggest smile on her face, and she's like the happiest goober idiot in the whole world. Oh, maybe she didn't see me the photo. She showed me the photo. Yeah, I don't think she actually sent it to me though, unless it's on social media. I'm gonna see if she posted it on socials anywhere. But yeah, like she looked so happy. She was like, I got a buddy. And it was just very fun, very adorable. And here, if I look up this, here we go. My hat, did she save it? I don't think she saved. I don't think she posted it anywhere, unfortunately. Dang it! I'll ask her. I'll ask her to like actually send me the photo so I can share it, because it's very adorable. Is it here? No, it wasn't there either. I think she, yeah. I think she might have like shared it as like a story to her personal Facebook page, but not like she posted it as a photo. So anyway, she looks so happy. It's like just a big happy dog hanging out with her new corgi buddy. It was very, very cute. And originally they were trying to like send the photo. They were like trying to like share the photos with each other, but they couldn't get AirDrop to work. So inevitably, what they ended up doing instead was just to exchange information. And at one point, I was like, she was like, would it be weird if I like contacted her and asked to like hang out, like asked for like a little doggy date or something like that? And I was like, I don't think it'd be weird at all. And Gracie kind of waffled back on it a little bit back and forth. But ultimately, yeah, she hit her up. Like, oh yeah, I want to like to have a little doggy hangout session, and her name, the woman's name is Sam. She agreed, so they're actually gonna go hang out tomorrow. I'll be doing work stuff, but Gracie has some time during the day tomorrow, so they're gonna hang out tomorrow with Jackson the corgi. And I told her to make sure to take lots of photos, so that I selfishly can enjoy them, and vicariously. And live vicariously through her as she's getting some corgi time tomorrow. So I'm very envious, but I'm just happy that like Bonnie made a little doggy friend, and again the photos were so adorable. She looked so happy. I'm looking forward to hearing how that goes. So Bonnie had a really good time last weekend, and she had a good time today getting to hang out with my mom's new dog. So lots of little doggy friends. It's been a good time for Bonnie the dog, making lots of little buddies. It's been a very, very fun time for dogs whose name is Bonnie, which is our doggy, who I think might be down here with me right now, but I don't think she's in her little doggy space behind me. I think she's in her little blankies. Now I did get the pretzel, by the way. I don't know if it stays. I don't know if I have to reacquire it when I fall over. I appreciate these stone hinges. Of course I have the what's it called? I've got the hats, the very convincing disguises. So I think as long as we don't like bump into somebody, I think we're pretty much in the clear here. But inevitably there will be areas where we don't have as many, or maybe even in some cases any disguises. We'll be very careful about bumping into somebody and being suspicious. No goblins allowed. Nobody here except us humans. Those doors, that door, the door steps, the ensuing door steps were tough earlier, and they're being tough now, obviously. Gotta go up. Gotta go for uppies, if you will. Oh, we're bringing it back. Now, these stairs are tough. I wonder if we become more top-heavy as we get more hats. The science and physics of that would kind of make sense. Kind of, sort of. Also, once we hit... Oh, yes, you know what? Yes, I will get that. Feature reference. Oh, hold on. We don't want to leave. We don't go there yet. Unless... Oh, I already have this hat, I think. Yeah, I think that's a shortcut, actually. Because I think this door was closed earlier. So this door's open now. Yeah, we already have that hat. I don't think there's another Viking hat. I think we got that a little bit early. That's fine, that's fine. That door is open now. We got this Viking hat already, so a bit of a sequence. Maybe not even sequence break, but you're getting it early. So that door is open now. That should save us some trouble. We're doing great. So, is it this one right here? I think it was this one right here, which is now open. Yeah, so really nice shortcut. Shouts to this game for having world building and level progression beyond just do the thing, but there's like there's secrets and other paths and other kind of progression points and spots where like, all right, like you may have fallen over, but you unlocked a shortcut earlier, so like future attempts will be quicker and easier. And of course, when we were playing Toaster Side, I couldn't help but think to myself, oh yeah, surely there are people who have done like speedruns of this game. People who have done like some wild-ass speedruns, that kind of shit. I can't help but wonder what kind of like weird speedrun shit people have done for this game too, for that matter. I'm actually gonna go back because there was a door that looks like it could maybe be opened. By the way, I'm gonna go back and see if I can open that door. Every once in a while, you kind of emerge into like an equilibrium. You'll kind of reach that spot where your guys will be like, you're just going forward and kind of like right here, you're going forward and you're not having to really wobble too much. But yeah, the second you start to go side by side, that's when you kind of like flop a whole lot more. Oh, look at that. All right, I'm gonna take an L. I'm gonna fling myself down. I could be mistaken, but there was a door that looked suspicious. It wasn't like clearly marked. There wasn't like a thing saying, oh, go this way for this other thing. I could be barking up the wrong tree here, but it makes me wonder if maybe that door had like a sneaky little secret. We probably can't climb that ladder. Good to know also that there are certain paths that will inevitably be broken bridges. So it was this door right here. No goblins. Yeah, that was the other thing too. The no goblins allowed thing was like, ooh, what are they hiding? What are you hiding, motherfuckers? Oh, another pretzel. So they won't always tell you where the pretzels are. That is sneaky. So even more incentive then to explore and sneak around. I got an achievement called Lookout's Lunch. My lunch now, motherfuckers. So we should really keep our eyes peeled then for other paths to explore. All that this game has to offer. There's an outhouse. Just gotta. Do you think if there's a pretzel in the outhouse? I don't know. I don't know about if I'm concerned or if I'm convinced rather. That's a good idea. Also, pretzel in the outhouse. Really good euphemism. Oh, never mind. That's how we emerge. Never mind. Yeah, pretzel in the outhouse. I don't know what it's a euphemism for, but it sounds like it should be a euphemism of some variety. The guy was like, shouldn't the lever for the drawbridge be on this side of the wall? Yeah, you would think that. That's what a filthy normie would say, or would think, rather. So now we've made it here. So we can get another Viking helmet if we so chose. So yeah, so I should be looking around every so often. There's no way we can climb ladders. Ain't no fucking way we can climb ladders. We don't have any disguises for the regular common folk, but we do have disguises for the Skyrim fellas. The fucking Viking helmet shirtless boys. And of course, double protection against the wizard fellas. Yo, I'm fucking wobbling. Yo, we sure are three goblins. We sure be doing the wobblins. Fine, it's like, hold together. Hello, person. Nope, don't worry about me. Nope, it's nothing suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. We are holding it together. Holding it down. Holding it down. Holding it down. I got some boxes. And this kind of narrow path. I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled. Trying to keep my wits about me. Ooh, and then I fell over. I appreciate these levels are like fairly long, honestly, more so than I was expecting. The tutorial was like, it took us a solid half hour to complete. It makes me wonder, what's the percentage of people who tried like for 10 minutes or even longer, 20 minutes with that tutorial and said, fuck this, and put the game down and said, I'm done. I've had my fill. because again, the game hasn't been out for that long, and it's not a super well-known game per se. It's not exactly a mainstream runaway like crossover success. I shouldn't say the word success. I don't want to like imply that like, oh, it's a failure of a game. This is not a game that I think a lot of people would be expected to know about necessarily. I also think it's a two-man developer team. I think I saw on their social media for the development page on Twitter that yeah, it's a two bros working on this game and a few other games for that matter too. Whereas Toaster Side, the game we played earlier, I think that's being developed by a single person. And if a beer turn. Actually, that's a cat here, I think. I think that one's a solo dev kind of experience. So, you know, for games like this, you know, the expectation is not that they're going to blow up and become the next Among Us. But being hopefully fun projects to work on, especially in the case of this game's developers, you know, two brothers having something fun like this to kind of collaborate on. I can very much understand the draw behind that. Who knows? Maybe us stream this game. Maybe this will tickle some eyeballs and some earballs. It'll inspire other people to pick up this game. Maybe even inspire other people to pick up this game or pickle this game and stream it themselves. And maybe that will hit the right person and cause someone else's Twitch to blow up and someone else's YouTube. And then this game becomes the next Among Us. And instead of seeing like weird Amogus memes in like Fortnite, you start seeing Three Goblin Wobblin, and we'll be able to pull. And when that happens, we'll be able to pull the ultimate hipster card. Be like, well, you know, I was a fan of that game before it blew up on Fortnite, and people were doing the Three Goblin Wobblin dance as a Fortnite dance. We'll be able to pull the hipster card. We were in on the ground floor. So that's the dream right there. It's time for Sleepy Times. I appreciate you popping in, Meerkat. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, and equally importantly, sending some searing hot memes into the chat that we were able to save as quotes, because that spider vagina thing is something I'll remember for the rest of my life, Meerkat. In fact, I might even tell Gracie about it so she can be horrified forever and question my sanity. But she would also laugh. She would think I'm a fucking weirdo, but she would also laugh, so that's good enough. There was an instance like a day or two ago where I said a fucking brain rot deranged joke, and I don't even remember what it was, but I said something stupid and she laughed, but we both realized like whatever I said was fucking deranged and idiotic. And at one point I was like, Grace, do you ever just wonder if I'm brain damaged? If maybe I got dropped 3 or 4 too many times as a child. And she laughed. She was like, no, I think you're funny. And I was like, no, these two things are not mutually exclusive. You can think I am physiologically altered beyond repair and also being funny. Like these two things are allowed. She was like, no comment. And I was like, fair. Very valid. Woo. Okay, I should have swung. Ooh, I'm swinging. Boys keep swinging. Boys always figure it out. All right, we got the key. Oh, we got the key. But at what cost? At great cost to myself and my sanity. And my spine, the way we're fucking leaning and wobbling and shitting and pissing and fucking. Going up the stairs. I don't know if I can barely remember today. Or yesterday, rather. I don't know if we have to actually go up here, but there's a walk-in. There's footsteps. Feetsy steps. So there's a locked door there. Oh, a gold key. Yeah, I don't have the gold key. With the silver key, though. The silver key door probably holds the gold key. If I had to guess. Also, I appreciate that the horned Viking helmet that we have, it's got the horns on it, obviously. Woo, shit. Got the tree trunk. Got the Viking horns on it, so when you're leaning forward like that, you could potentially skewer somebody. So, they were talking about incidents caused. Hopefully I'm not going to cause an incident by fucking stabbing somebody in the butt. My horned disguise. Now, would it be fair to say that we're currently a horny goblin, or even a double horny goblin, the way we got not one but 2 horned helmets? Ooh. Sure hope so. I really do hope so. Also, it seems like yeah, going any kind of lateral movements really throws off the balance. Gotta be real touchy with them lateral schmoves. Kind of makes sense, all things considered. But yeah, it's you have to really babysit it. But I think, at least I feel like I'm starting to sort of get the hang of being able to move and keeping my cool. Maybe keeping my cool is awfully wishful thinking, I would say. But like, there's like a rhythm you can sort of start to get the hang of. I like to think I'm kind of getting my sea legs. Oh, I say right before nearly falling over. But yeah, there's a certain rhythm you kind of start to establish. Yeah, stairs though are tough. Stairs are tough. All right, door is open. No goblins allowed. Goblins? Where are those? I don't see any of those. Yeah, be on the lookout, boys. There's goblins out here. Ooh, boy, good thing we don't have to worry about that right now, because that's definitely not me. No one here but us humans. I'm sorry, humans. Call them humans in this universe. Oh, nope. It's not suspicious. It's not suspicious. You see nothing? Oh, shit. He, like, charged towards us. We're too stealthy. Ouch. Too stealthy and too nimble. I said before collapsing. So there we go. So we kind of saw what that looks like whenever you're too close to somebody for too long, despite our clever disguises. They start to pick up on a thing or two. So yeah, you don't want to overstay your welcome in that case. Don't want to overdo it. So give him a wide berth if there's an option for it. Ooh, we're swinging around. We're bringing it around town. Okay. But I really do appreciate... I mean, on the one hand, it's a little bit frustrating that, like, oh, fuck, I fell over. I gotta go all the way back to that little tavern area. I mean, I think we're getting close to the end of this level. It's like, oh, damn, I gotta go all the way back there. It's a shame, you know? It's like, oh, lost progress. But, of course, I do respect and am grateful that the developers had the wherewithal to include little touch points, little shortcut areas so that you can, when you have inevitable falls, you don't lose, like, a billion percentage points of progress. Because yeah, I could see some games being like this, you know, some games of this persuasion being brutal, insofar as you might not always have like little checkpoints and shortcuts you can unlock. So it does kind of soften the blow, but it still kind of stings when you're like, ah, shit, I gotta go all the way back. But the good news is that door's open, so this is going to be made easier. But we still have the dudes up top. That's going to be a really tight one. No, I'm always down for a good tight one. What can I say? Oof, gotta be really careful when whipping around like that. Yeah, stairs are tough. Stairs are tough. One thing I'm grateful for is that this game does a pretty good job with like giving you camera that doesn't really get in the way. I feel like I'm not really fighting this game nearly as much as I thought that I would. I mean, you're fighting the controls, sure, but that is absolutely to be expected. I mean, that's like the whole game is fucking combating the controls. So that is absolutely to be expected. Oh shit! So I knocked over a chair. So that's an incident being caused. You knock over a chair. That's okay. Because we're so agile. We're so agile, they didn't notice a thing. Man, it would have been really slick if I could have just dipped right down and gotten my beer. We got the gold key. We are in there, baby. But no, I'm grateful that like the camera's not getting in the way. It's running at a smooth frame rate. Like there's no like scrunginess. There's no scrunginess with like how it's performing. The music's like, you know, inoffensive. Little goblin sound effects are fun, so it's like it focuses on what it needs to focus on and doesn't overstay its welcome with other bullshit and doesn't like get in your way. Other than the obvious, which is to say the controls and just general physics constantly working against you. But again, that is absolutely the point. That is very much what we're going for here. I don't know how many pretzels there were total in this level, but we got 2 of them. It wouldn't shock me if there was some we missed. I mean, this is not... There's just no way we're going to get a 100% on all the levels we play tonight. Nor is this going to be a full playthrough. This is obviously just a one-off. This is fun. I could see myself maybe, like, busting this out again for maybe an Extra Life marathon stream. You know, I'm always a fan of doing, like, weird, fucked up, weird, goofy games for our Extra Life marathons. So, I could see me busting this bad boy out for something along those lines, something of that, a stream of that persuasion. But yeah, but this is, for the time being, not gonna be a full playthrough kind of thing. For the time being, it's a one-off. It's an enjoyable one-off, though. I gotta try to get around this fella who's not careful. Will notice me. Alright, I'm gonna not knock the chair over. Oh, I knocked the chair over. I think the fella probably noticed me, but I think it's fine. The bearded fella, not so much. Going in. I can acquire my beer, then it don't matter. None of this matters. So I gotta wait my turn. Ooh, I fell over. Dang it. We have to wait our turn and kind of navigate around them. I thought, like, go in and grab the beer and you're good to go. Nope, there's a little bit more. Now, what I don't know is once you get your beer, do you have to then walk out? Go out the way you came? Shit. You have to go out the way you came, or do they just teleport you out? I think they just teleport you out. Then I think that's it. We're all right. We're all right. Yeah, that little tree, that tree root is a little bit goofy. Kind of gets my ass sometimes. I wonder how many hats. I wonder if there's a maximum number of hats you can hoist upon your cranium, and what other flavors there are. Because we've seen Viking helmets, Viking helmet wearing fellas. We've of course seen the wizard fellas. I wonder if there's like jester hats that have like little bells in them. Maybe. I should just be lucky that when the Viking helmet lads detect you, that they don't fucking hit you with the Fuzzro die and blast your ass into space. I should just be grateful that, yeah, they just kind of do one little half-hearted charge towards you, and that's it. Earlier we saw some of the NPCs were visibly drunk. Granted, this is broad daylight, middle of the day, you know, probably like fucking high noon right now. I'm not sure if it's, I mean, I don't know what kind of laws and other cultural standards they have in this universe in which goblins want beer. Woo. But yeah, at least earlier in the outdoor areas especially, there were some people that were like just kind of stumbling around, very visibly drunk. At least when we're inside of a bar like this, okay, it's a bit more expected, a bit more understandable, even expected for some of its patrons to be a little bit inebriated. And this wizard kind of getting in this other guy's way. Can I just go for it? I think I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, no, it's good, it's good. Just don't knock over the chairs. Oh, or knock over myself for that matter. The footsteps on the floor really add to the experience. Alright, there's gotta be something over here. Footsteps on the floor really adding to the, we call that environmental storytelling, as far as giving us nudges of where to go next. It's a pretzel. This fucking guy is harshing my style. You saw nothing. Look at us daftly dodging him. Oh, he fell over? Yo, this dude's a fucking chump. I don't even care. I got to make a fool out of this idiot. I got his pretzel. He's feeling like a dumbass. He should. He should feel like a dumbass. Man fucking stumbled over his own dick. Fell over, peed his pants. Made himself look like a fool, and I got to eat his pretzel in front of him. Now, I got to fall over afterwards, but still, for a glimmering, shimmering, slimmering moment there, I was able to deep throat his pretzel in front of him and God and everybody. That's all I need. That's all I need in life. His pretzel was inside my mouth, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's my third pretzel. 3 pretzels in a single... Oh, I took my eyes off the screen there. 3 pretzels in a single level. And that beer better be real nice and frosty, because I bet we're getting thirsty. I think those pretzels are salty. Gracie and I actually, she actually made, I say we, really Gracie was the one that did most of the work. Gracie actually made pretzel bites a few months ago because we were watching something and there was some kind of reference to Auntie Anne's, those cinnamon sugar pretzels that are like uproariously unhealthy, but you know, very fucking addicting. Just shit is delicious and dangerous. And Gracie was like, fuck man, we could, you know, I'm sure we could like look up a imitation recipe for those things and just make them ourselves. And that's exactly what we did. We looked up an imitation recipe. They were pretty involved. It was not an easy recipe. It was fairly involved, but you had to like soak. Yeah, of course there was, you know, preparing the dough, but then you had to like soak the dough in a particular solution for a very specific amount of time. Then you had to coat it in, but they couldn't over soak. There was like a recommended like a limited amount of time. And then there was, oh fuck, oh fuck. And then you had to, what else? Like there was, and then you had to like, of course, coat it in like butter or what have you. Not too long after they sat in the solution for a while. There was like all these steps to it. But anyway, they were very, very good. They were complicated, but it was worth it. I'm gonna wait my turn. They'll keep on going. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna back up a little longer. Further rather. But yeah, they were very good. But yes, but also even though we didn't apply any salt, you got thirsty when you ate them. They were very good, but very thirst inducing. Thirsty, if you will. Hold it together. Alright, so that the unfortunate downside is because we were kind of in that rhythm where we were in a weird spot, but it all worked out. So we got the pretzel and that exterior premises. We made that guy extremely sad. No regrets. The guy deserved to be sad the way he, again, made a fool out of himself. The man's never gonna be able to show his face in town ever again the way we fucking embarrassed him and his entire family lineage. TBH. Look at this guy, he's got the palette swap. We got the standard Drunky McDrunkersons with their Viking helmets. This guy's like special because he's got the palette swap, he's got the fancy color. So he's probably scary, like he's one to watch out for. Man, I keep thinking like we are so close to the end. Oh man, we're getting so close to the end, but I keep seeing more signs. This tavern's enormous. Man, oh man. This tavern just keeps twisting and turning. The twists and turns are out of this world. We're getting a little bit further. Maybe not every single time, but over time, we're slowly but surely securing more progress. We are getting there. So, at the rate we are going, we'll be done with this level in approximately 17 hours, which is inconvenient because I have work in the morning, obviously. Every once in a while, I'll catch the fact that there's like a significant gap between the top goblin and the middle goblin. There's like he's got the thigh gap going on there. You see that, like where you see this like right through his leg, it's right through his legs, and it throws me for a second. I think like, oh god, is there a hole in my torso? Am I wounded? Did someone fucking stab my ass? Like nope. It's just the goblin gap, the gappo, if you will. The goblin gap, as opposed to the goblin gape. And if your goblin is gaping, then there's other things you need to consider then. If she's hitting you with the gaping goblin, then good for you, honestly. Good for you and them. Good for everybody involved in that situation. We're making it to the tavern, the world's most fucking convoluted and labyrinthine tavern in the whole goddamn world. And usually, like where I come from, you go to like a bar, you go to a tavern, a pub, anything. Like finding the bar, like the bar is like the first thing you see. It's real obvious. In fact, you have to work so hard to get to that shit is impressive. Can I just, you know what? I'm not gonna overdo this. Let's play it safe. Yeah, let's not overdo it. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Yeah, we're just gonna wait it out. Yeah, just let them come to us. No need to rush these things. Don't rush into anything. You know what? I wonder if I'll... You know what? No. I was going to say, can I follow that guy? Unfortunately, there's so many of these fellas. Have all clustered. I could maybe try to pull a fast one and get past the wizard fella, but then I might get the undesired attention of the horny boy, the horny Viking helmet lad. I'm gonna see if I can go for it. I'm going for it. He's got his back to me. Now's my chance. I think as long as I don't knock into anything, like that chair. I know if you knock over a chair that causes a disturbance, it makes a noise, and people get extremely sussy. Oh, too much. Okay. Alright, so we have to like start playing it safe here, because it's easy to panic and like overcompensate. Oh! Alright, so that made a smacky noise, and it almost caused a problem, but I think we avoided it. Man, I'm having a hard time. I think those stairs kind of send us. Kind of sends us into a whirling, oh god, a whirlwind of imbalance. I was saying earlier the camera does a pretty good job. That chandelier is a problem, though. Going through these guys. Hold my beer. I'm going. Come on. Ah, fuck. Yeah, let's see. What's that sign say? I think we have to go to the left after we get past there. That's a tough one. That's a tough gauntlet to go through. Yeah, that unfortunately, the chandeliers in that area definitely aren't doing us any favors. I can't blame them. I can't blame my personal and or emotional failures on those chandeliers specifically. It was gonna be a struggle no matter what was going on there, but it definitely does obscure you in some tense moments. So it'd be nice if the camera would kind of face them a little bit faster. That is one light knock. It's like when you go through a doorway, the camera kind of like phases through things, and they're no longer blocking, which I appreciate. So the developers definitely had thought those kinds of things through. But you know what? Maybe the whole point. Oh fuck! I looked away. Maybe the whole point is for certain obstacles to be visual obstacles. Like, you know, maybe the whole point is like, no, we're not hiding this one from you. You've got to deal with this limited visibility as part of the challenge. So get good. So, you know, this truly is the Dark Souls of physics-based wobbling games. All the more reason to get good, then. And, you know, if that's the case, maybe then there are people who would scoff at me using the shortcuts. And they'd be like, they do the whole thing where you cheated yourself. Not just the game, but yourself. How dare you use the shortcuts? Like the whole thing with Elden Ring. How dare you use summons? How dare you use a thing that the game built into the game? I was gonna say we're on a pretty good rhythm. Look at that. It's pretty good. Speedrun pace. And of course, there was the option in the options menu to have the timer displayed and the difficulty for bragging purposes, of course. Okay. So getting to the tavern is one thing. It's the rest of the details is where it gets a little bit scrungy. Muscles strong, skulls thick, we conquer. And the other guy said, huzzah. It's a tricky balance, trying to make sure you're going fast and getting around obstacles, but also not getting, like, dangerous. Not being foolhardy. It seems like when the dudes are drunk, I mean, this makes perfect sense. When they're drunk, they're much less liable to notice your shit. So I think as long as I don't physically bump into him... Oh, I did physically bump into him, and he didn't give a shit. Okay, that actually makes me feel a little better. So if you physically bump into them, I think it will alert people that are not drunk around them. But yeah, it didn't seem like he even noticed a damn thing. So either I got lucky, or bumping into people that are drunk, the only danger is that it can... Whoops. It can alert the astute around you. So, like, in the case of, like, the guard that's on the right-hand side there, the one who's just sipping his beer, all chill and calm-like. Like, it might alert him, but it wouldn't alert others around me. God fucking dead. Same thing. Same fucking thing happened. I'm like looking ahead, and I'm using my peripheral vision to look at the goblins. Same thing. Dang it. Same damn thing. Yeah, I'm using my peripheral vision, and I'm looking ahead, but then I go past that chandelier, and I lose vision, and then I topple my ass over. It's the exact thing that happened earlier. God dang it. Cause yeah, after a while, I kind of get in this loop. I kind of get in this pattern where I'm like, or I'm looking ahead, but I'm using my peripheral vision to kind of keep an eye on the gobbos. But yeah, you go into those chandeliers, you lose visibility for like a quarter of a second. That's all it takes. It's all it takes. It's like I need to do a better job of recognizing when those chandeliers are coming up and compensating accordingly. Because it is all too easy to just lose eyes for just the briefest of moments and then get got. We got Ooga Booga over on YouTube, by the way, asking what the hell is going on here. So this is a game called Three Goblin Wobblin. We are, as you can imagine, 3 goblins in a trench coat. And our mission is to get beer. Our mission is to break into taverns and get beer. And the reason why we have a bunch of hats is because they are disguises. The hats allow us to weave in and out more easily in crowds that involve Viking lads and wizard lads. So we have 2 Viking helmets, 2 wizard hats. We got a decent bit of resistance towards detection. Got that little triangle above him, so like that means he's noticing us a little bit. But because we have these very convincing hats, no one is any the wiser. We've got all the keys. We've got all the areas open. We just gotta get through the tavern. Oh man, they kind of smack you a little bit when they bump into you. But we're holding it together. We are holding it together, and we're getting pretty close to the end of this level, I suspect. Oh, it's Potato. What's up, Ooga Boo? Yeah, I appreciate that. Over on YouTube, but we got Potato Pryor, who's been a regular for a long time. Good to see you, bud. So why am I on YouTube? No, it's okay. You can be on YouTube, you can be on Twitch, you can be on any platform you desire. We're also live on TikTok. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Trovo. Yo, I'm a man of the world. Man of all the platforms. Every goddamn one. Alright, so the chandelier. Again, I gotta watch those chandeliers. I'm gonna see if I can get around this guy and really keep an eye when I'm going. Yeah, this one right here. This is the one that kept fucking me. It fucked me really good. Right, there's the prize. So before I go for it, is there anything else that I want to go for? Any other secrets? Man, to think I was so close to the end countless times, and here it is. Here's the beer. Wowie zowie, what a goddamn level. Holy shit. Amazing. 22 falls, aka ground hugs. Not ground hogs, but ground hugs. 10 incidents, which is to say bumping into things. 7 humans alerted. Woo! 42 minutes, god dang! Oh! This game is fun. It's challenging. It's also a game I would be... There's no way I'd be able to do like a full like 4-hour stream of this game. It would... This would try my patience. It's fun and it's well made. It is a fun and well made game. And again, with very little exception, the game does not get in your way. Beyond just the what you would expect, you know, the game is challenging, and the controls and like the physics system is very silly and very goofy, and is meant to cause you frustrations. But beyond that, though, it's well made. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a fun game. Mr. Hobbit is everywhere. You know it, bud. You know it. It took us 42 minutes, although it wasn't that one run. Because if you fall over, it restarts you at the beginning of the level. But it includes any checkpoints you unlocked. Checkpoints and, like, extra areas you unlocked. Extra, like, and keys you picked up, that kind of thing. So, for instance, I'm about to get a wizard hat. And if I fall over, this wizard hat stays on our head. So anything you pick up, any bonuses, any keys you find, or shortcuts you unlock, or, I don't know, someone would actually buy something. The drawbridge, like the levers you pull, that kind of thing, those all stay. But yeah, there's a timer that begins when you start the level for the first time, and it only concludes when you acquire the beer. So yeah, it took us 42 minutes from our very first attempt, the start of our very first attempt, to when we got the beer. He's like, I don't know about this guy. You see nothing? You see nothing? Fuck you. But they run very slowly. Yeah, it's a fun game though. It's very fun and extremely silly. Gonna give these guys a wide berth. Oh, and then fall over. So right there we go. So he fell over. In the animation there, our hat falls over, of course. But when we respawn, it is attached confidently and comfortably to our rungus. So to the right, of course, was that little path. It gave us an extra hat and maybe a shortcut. Maybe. I'm inclined to see what's over this way, though. I am so inclined. Guy sees nothing. It's over here. You might ask yourself. And I will. I will ask myself. Oh, a door that does not work. It'd be nice if there was like an indication what doors are. You know what? I bet it's the no goblins allowed doors. Those are probably the ones that you know are like interesting. Oof. Or could be interesting. Some of them will have the bonus pretzel. Some of them will have bonus hats. And some of them will unlock shortcuts for like future attempts. Adding to what the joke I said earlier, where this truly is the Dark Souls of of like physics-based balance challenge games, balance streamer, YouTuber rage bait games. And of course, that's been the theme of both the games we played tonight. The Toaster Side demo, very much a physics-based kind of I Am Bread inspired game, and this is obviously quite different, but still the basic gist of physics being a thing you have to kind of work around and or against. That's like the major challenge of the game. I mean, there's the NPCs who are walking around. There were the dudes with guns we were trying to deal with in Toaster Side, but yeah, in both games, the major challenge is gravity and physics and just the reality of the world you're in. Oh shit, that guy, I think he might have already noticed us. Oh, but I'm having a really hard time holding together. Holy shit. That guy just fell over like an idiot. Get fucked, you dingus. He says, come get some fresh veggies. I'll keep going this way. There's a little alleyway. Next time I respawn, I'll check that little area, but I'm gonna go this way first. Alright, surely this door is a door that exists, right? This is a real door for real gamers. Door. Damn it! So yeah, it's gotta be... Okay, fuck. It's gotta be the doors that exclusively say, no gobos allowed. Oh shit, yeah, I went to take a drink. I should have paused. That's okay. My stats! It's harming my gamer stats. I'm so sad. But appreciate you popping in though. Ooga booga, that's our friend Potato Pryor on Twitch. Well, popping in on YouTube for a little bit. Checking in on us, making sure we're staying out of trouble, or rather staying appropriately into trouble. But of course, there's no trouble to be caused because there's no goblins causing any problems. Just a normal person wearing a very convincing hat. Oh, pretzel! I do want to go for the bonus pretzel. To the tune of the bonus soda in Soda Drinker Pro, which would be honestly that'd be another really good street, like a Extra Life bonus game. Is Soda Drinker Pro? That'd be a good shitpost game for sure. Oh, is it a trap? You know, they set up the trap, but we're too smart for them. We're too smart for them. They were unable to get us. They thought they were cooking. We're too quick and too agile. There we go. Hey, there's Potato Pryor says it's so groovy. And we keep it groovy here. We keep it groovy, and we're also keeping it schmoovy the way we be schmooving right now. You know, one person who might really like this game is Alias. I might want to send him a little note saying, yo, if you're down for like a co-op Dark Souls, if you're down for a wild ass co-op like experience, this game is something. This game is something else. Also, I want to go the Forbidden. Oh, I think the Forbidden Path. I think that's the same. Yeah, I think that just wraps around. In fact, let's find out. I think that just wraps around from where we were earlier. He loves goofy shit like this because of course, we played Chained Together with him. That game is you know, a different level of challenge, obviously, but similar insofar as, you know, the streamer bait, rage bait games. There's some overlap. The Venn diagram is not two separate circles. There's a little bit of overlap there. He might really appreciate this game, and or Toaster Side, but I think this would be more his speed. And also, he loves a really challenging game. So he might see a game like this and be like, oh, my goblin senses, which is to say, the urging to, like, try a really tough game. Dude, I can't go down those stairs. I bet there's something really cool down there. Maybe even more hats, who knows, but yeah, it is off limits. It seems like this is faster, and in some ways easier, or even simpler, than what is presumed the primary path. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Yeah, this is an alternate path. They both lead to that same area with the tavern, or well, with a sign at least. That's saying, the beer be here. Have no fear, for the beer be here. If I could get that key... Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing you could bump into. If I could find that purple key, it'll make this portal right here be extremely useful. So that's something I'm trying to watch for. Oh, I didn't even notice the signs. I mean, I noticed the signs, but I didn't really, like, pick up that they were actually pointing this direction. So the other direction, of course, was the long one, but it did give us the bonus pretzel. Excuse me. Part of me wishes I had more granular control on how much we could rotate, as opposed to being 90-degree rotations. On the other hand, though, maybe it's for the best, because maybe, like, having too much control over rotations would make it even harder to reorient yourself. So having it kind of fast track that motion, maybe it's for the best. He sounds so lonely. He's just chilling. I'm just gonna schmoove past him. Oh, so if you bump into them, they don't auto get mad, but it definitely makes it quicker for them to get mad. Ah, fuck. Yeah, that purple key. I wonder if every level has a portal. And it has a purple key where you can, like, save yourself some trouble. Hello, stranger. I'm pretty strange, alright. Which is to say, no, I'm not strange. We're so normal. So normal. Tripped over nothing. Yeah, it was the beer bottles. I think the empty beer bottles is what got us in that previous run. Whereas the one just now, we fell over because we bumped into that one dude. Unless you mean oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, he tripped over nothing. I think the idea is he, like, runs towards us and then makes a grab, but just, it's like he kind of flings himself. And none of the people in this game are all that together. None of them are that nimble. So yeah, it's like they kind of like fling themselves at us and then fall over, and it takes them, like, I don't know, a full, like, 5 seconds to pick themselves back up. They clearly, it was a full commit kind of thing. It wasn't like a half-hearted, like, kind of half inspired going for us. Like, they're fucking balling. They're fucking balling out of control. I'm gonna avoid the beer bottles this time. That's what I tripped on earlier, when I tripped on nothing. Store is open, no gobos allowed. Ain't even concerned. Anybody seen a purple key? Anybody seen a purple key around here? I'm looking for a purple key. I bet that's where that door opens up. Oh, I just smacked into something. What did I smacked into? There's another empty beer bottle? It might have been. We are really flopping. Wobbling and flopping. We're too ballin', too out of control. A key or another hat would be appreciated. Really, any kind of level for progression. A pretty good pattern right now. Pretty good rhythm. The goblins had thumbs? You would think that. You saw nothing? Man, how do you not get detected there? I think the idea is we kind of need that key to avoid the shit. If I wanted to, like, look back at them, I would go to see how much they embarrass themselves. Ah, fuck, embarrass themselves. I want to see how much they fell over. I want to see how much they fell over, but not happening. Not happening. Hey, we got Farsight. What's up, Farsight? We will do redemption as well, my man. So what the hell is this, Alex? This is Three Goblin Wobblin. We played Toaster Side earlier. The current demo slash playtest for Toaster Side, which is very silly. And now we're playing, which is not out yet, by the way. Toaster Side is still in development. So there was the most recent update, or most recent demo, that is. But this game is fully complete. This is had its full release and everything, called Three Goblin Wobblin. We play as three goblins in a trench coat, trying to swindle beer, trying to get a mug of beer, the ultimate treat for gobbos. And we do so by stealthily and smoothly blending in with others, blending in with the common public, so we can get into taverns and get the beer and suffer exactly 0.0 consequences, except when I fall over. What about Goblin D's nuts? Listen, we don't talk about the Goblin D's. We don't talk about the D's clan of goblins. Because, you know, there's always, like, different goblin clans in video games and fantasy lore. We don't talk about the... There's, like, all the... There's the Silver Claw goblins. There's the Red Fang goblins. There's the Pink Cheek goblins. You know, people sleep on the Pink Cheek goblins. The Pink Cheek clan. But then there's the D's clan. There's the goblin. There's the D's goblins, and that's a goblin clan that few are able to enter the ranks, but they're a formidable force. Right. Now's my chance to prove myself, or even redeem myself after some follies earlier, but not anymore. That was the old Alex. This is the new and improved Goblin Alex. Except I'm not a goblin. Or even three goblins. I'm a single goblin. I'm sorry. I'm a single human. I'm not a single human. I'm married, but I am one individual human that is just going to get a beer, and I'm definitely not three goblins in a trench coat. I resent that accusation. Oh, that's the beer I tripped over. That's a tricky one. It's very well obscured. It's the color of it is very alluring. Ooh, we are wobbling. We are be goblins. No, thank you. We be goblins. You be food. There's the goblin. Yes, the goblin AI. Yes. For the totems. Yes, I have heard about that. Yeah, which is something that, the devs put all this time into it, and for so many of us, we had no idea it was a function. We had no idea it was built into the game, and yet, that's like there's like a shocking amount of detail. You might have been the one that told me about it, Farsight, because it's vaguely familiar. This notion you're mentioning, you're describing. Yeah, if left to their own device, or not even if left to their own devices, just like as you notice certain aspects of the game, as you explore the goblin caves, as you kind of pick up on certain details of the totems and whatnot, they'll play like Capture the Flag. Which for a lot of us, we know that, if you take out the goblin clan leader, it causes all the goblins to be nice, or at least be docile. Is there anything else back this way? I think there was a extra hat up top. I'm gonna try to grab that if I can. I get that extra gobbo hat for extra disguises. Yeah, it's the idea if you take up the clan leader or the I don't know what the word is, but the goblin master of a clan, it'll turn all the goblins docile because you are effectively now their new clan leader, and they will not attack you, even if you attack them first. So it is genuinely intriguing. It's pretty cool. They put a lot of effort into that whole system, and again, it's something that most players, myself included, would be none the wiser. This is very safe, by the way, right? And not dangerous, just walking across these planks like that. Oof. Ooh, I gotta be careful of that tree limb. Okay, got another hat. And I open up this as a shortcut. Maybe. The answer might surprise you. It did open a shortcut. Is it a place I've been before? Oh, actually. Oh, can I get that? Before I fall over. Oh, God. Before I fall over, can I get this switch? Yes. So I'll confess, where is this exactly? I don't remember seeing a like closed grate like this. I have no memory of this place. What the hell is this? So we already got the spiky hat. Oh, this is a wizard hat. Sure. Yeah, I have no memory of this place. This must be. Oh, I just saw the portal. I just saw the portal door. The switch up top, but I cannot get there from that side. If I can find the pink key, we'll really be in good business here, because this will allow us to do some shortcut in action. Oh no! You saw nothing. You saw nothing. No, no, I do not want it. No, sir, I don't like it. No, I don't want it. The key is this way, or it's some way. There's also 2 wizard hats in here. Or maybe they mean you need 2 wizard hats to enter. Well, you see, I'm a double wizard, so I'm allowed to be in here. These are my people. Don't mind the wizards trying to murder me over here. Oh, there's a purple key. See it? The purple key. Oh, I want the purple. I want it. No, you see nothing. Don't worry about it. Oh, fuck, they knocked me over. Damn. The purple key was right there, man. It was right there. Unfortunately, I don't know if we unlocked any shortcuts. That was more of a future cut. The door we unlocked with that little grate thing. Now, we did get the bronze key, which does open up some stuff. But yeah, no shortcuts per se yet. Were there any bronze keys that, like, down that way? I don't think that there were. I don't think there were any bronze key doors that way. I could be mistaken, but I don't remember seeing any on the kind of vanilla path. I think there was maybe one other bronze key, though, that we passed in the, what is I would call the intended path. Yeah, we were doing pretty well, and it's worth noting that when somebody knocks into you, you don't, like, auto fall over. They just kind of bump you a bit. So it's you could potentially tank a number of hits and be perfectly fine, but of course it's easy for them to knock you off your kilter. Going out with the lads on the weekend sessions, yeah. And of course, the whole point is that we're walking like this because we're trying to get beer, not because we've already had beer. So maybe that's why we're able to blend in. Like, people don't really notice. The 3 lads inside the trench coat, they just notice, oh, that person's had one too many. But they're a normal human otherwise. So it's totally fine. What's up, Lizzie, by the way? Good to see you, Lizzie. We're playing Three Goblin Wobblin. Very goofy and very silly game. I'm having a good time with it, even though it's challenging. It's kicking my butt. It's still fun. It's very well made. This game came out about 2 months ago, I think. Late May, so 2-3 months ago, and it's very fun. And if you enjoy, if you're a fan of what some people lovingly refer to as rage bait games. I mean, I'm not feeling the rage. I'm not like getting like so mad. I'm not mauling. I'm not getting so mad. Oh fuck. But although you'll hear me go, oh damn, like, you know, I get God, obviously. It is fun though. It is fun. It reminds me a lot, I was saying earlier about that Don't Spill Your Coffee game, which that was a really fun one. I'd love to bust that out again for a future stream, because that was a fun, short, like, silly game that we did for an Extra Life Marathon some years ago. I'd love to bust that out again. And this is a generally similar idea, although it's more fleshed out, and obviously there's a lot more to it with this game. Don't Spill Your Coffee may or may not have inspired this game in some way. The booty sticking out, though. There you go. That's how maybe that's how we're able to, like, you know, pull our diplomacy checks, or at least disguise checks. They think to themselves, like, is that really a person? I don't know. But then they see the goblin booties and they go, well, you know what? I'm willing to turn a blind eye to this because a goblin do be throwing it back. Or those goblins. Them goblins do be throwing it back with them little goblin booties. Also, I'm pretty sure the developers for this game very intentionally gave the goblins, I wouldn't call them thick dumpies, but just well-defined dumpies. That's not like a little, like, oh, like a little, subtle goblin booty that's just there for, like, you know, to fulfill a need. Like, that's a goblin booty that is to be appreciated. It's not just there for, like, strictly physiological purposes and no other. That's a goblin booty that would, like, very much appreciate and maybe even benefit from a little love tap. You know, little love tappies. Also, we do have this door. So what does this get us? Oh, this is a shortcut. Nice. No, we're doing the well. Like I said, we're having a fun time playing this really ridiculous game. It's funsies, and I'm having a nice time with it. And sometimes it's fun to just play a weird, goofy little indie game like this. You know, I try to be somewhat considerate of like what games I play on stream. You know, if I play just a billion like weird goofy goober games that no one's ever heard of, like, you know, it's nice to pick things that like would interest people and might entice viewers, that kind of thing. I try to be mindful of that, but also sometimes I see something goofy and silly like this and I just cannot resist. Also, I'm gonna see if there's any bronze keys this way. I think, or bronze key door this way, because we of course. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh, we're bringing it around town. Oh boy! Oh boy! All right. We of course opened up a few bronze doors earlier. Let's see if there's any this way now that we've gotten this bronze key. The bronze key. I like when he plays for the LA Lakers. The bronze key. The bronze James. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're wobbling. Oh boy. We do be goblins and we do be wobblins. I suspect... Go on. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it seems like... Again, you're not guaranteed to fall when they knock into you, but they do... They do really affect you, obviously. Also, it is nearly 1 a.m. and I am particularly tired because we stayed up way too late last night playing Abiotic Factor. And it was fun. I do not regret the late, degenerate stream we pulled yesterday. But I am paying for it today. I'm definitely paying for it today. So, as much as I would like to complete this level, the reality is setting in that, of course, tomorrow is Monday. I've got twerk in the morning. I've got to get up early to go to twerk. I have to twerk my booty uproariously. But we'll do a few more attempts before we have to wrap up for the night. But yeah, I have to be somewhat responsible, some flavor of responsible. Much as I wish that were not the case. Lizzie says they got a floor bed, which does not sound comfortable. I know of people. I went to college with a dude who said that like he doesn't really like sleeping in a bed necessarily, but whenever he goes on camping trips, he sleeps better when he's like sleeping on like on a tent floor, so to speak. He's like, yeah, I always sleep better on like camping trips. Like he's like, it's more comfortable for me. And I'm like, bro, are you a caveman? I was like, what kind of caveman fucking, like, it's not a bad thing. It's because I always sleep like garbage whenever I go on camping trips. Because like, yeah, it's like I wake up, my back hurts. It's like, oh, this shit sucks. He was like, I remember him being like, no, I kind of like this. Motherfucker's got that caveman. Like, yeah, I just like to sleep on a lumpy ass floor, and it's great. I'm with you, Lizzie. No, I much appreciate our nice comfy mattress that my wife and I share. Very cozy. Very cozy. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? We've already unlocked that area. Yo, I'm fucking wobbling so hard right now. I'm wobbling, and if the night is good for me, I'll be gobbling as well. Come on. Oh, mama. Come on, big mama. Oh, God, the guy's right inside of our ass. Or he's trying to get inside of our ass. I mean, listen, you know, I just met you. It's a little bit early in this relationship. You know, I don't want to rush into things. Also, I'm married, so if there's anybody who's going to be inside my ass, my ass is going to be my wife. Fine. At this point, speed is of the essence, and also not falling over. Oh! Oh my God, we held together. Purple key? Purple key? Oh my God, am I a gamer? No! We were there! We were there, dude. Oh wait, did we still get it? No, I saw like the magic. I saw the little sparkles. God. I can't believe it. I can't freaking believe it. I saw little sparkles. I was like, oh, did our corpse pick it up? That's okay. That's okay. Because you know what? We got that close. We can get even closer. We got that close. We can do it again. That was not a one-time thing. Ain't no goddamn way that was a one-time thing. I at least want to get the purple key before we wrap up for the night. How's that sound? We get the purple key. We unlock the shortcut. We see what that looks like. Then we adjourn for the night. How's that sound? Oh, it's a Japanese bed for Lizzie. Interesting. Okay. I thought you meant like just sleeping on the floor. But I see what you mean, though. Yeah. Hard surfaces are good for your spine. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad that this particular friend of mine was like, yeah, this is great, but I remember being like, man, that is a non-standard thing. But to each their own, of course. And yeah, of course, some people prefer like really hard mattresses. Like really hard mattresses, you know, soft versus firm mattress persuasions. It's like a, you know, that's like a big consideration when you're mattress shopping. Because yeah, some people want pillowy, soft, voluptuous squishiness, and others prefer something like fucking rock hard, and others are somewhere in the middle, obviously. I'm more of a somewhere in the middle kind of guy myself. It's hard to make it. Oh, you mean like hard to like make a hard to make. Oh, you mean like from like a manufacturing perspective, like they're harder to make. Box spring with a mattress on it. I actually used to have a box spring mattress back when back in my old place. Back in my apartment, not the condo in which I lived in for several years, but even before that, in my apartment when I first moved out on my own. Yeah, hard to make it, or maybe you mean like just hard to like deal with, like hard to like adapt to, because I could see that too. You've had to sleep in a van. Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, at that point, yeah, anything I guess is an upgrade. So it's like, at least I got 4 walls and a ceiling, so which is fair. I've slept in cars before, but it was like, you know, for like road trips, that kind of thing. That was by choice, not by necessity, obviously. So yeah, I've never had to experience that, thankfully. Sounds pretty rough. Sounds very unpleasant. We're here. Going through this little shortcut arena. That purple key is as good as mine. I'm so excited for that purple key to be deep inside my pockets. Maybe even nature's pocket. Maybe I'll get so excited I'll shove it up my ass. Who knows? Who heckin' knows, man? The sky is the limit. Or I guess the capacity of my asshole is the limit. I'm like whipping around because I'm trying to find like the right configuration. Oh, classic wizard. Classic wizard leaving his book in random places. There we go. Here, see it. Watch the guard. I'm trying to I'm trying to avoid pissing off people before I get to that area, because you're inevitably gonna piss off some of the wizards that are inside there. Rocks, sand, bushes. I mean, I respect it. I respect that for sure. To endure something like that and not only deal with it, but like actually sleep and get some level of comfort up in it is a legitimate skill. Being able to rough it and do so pretty darn well is an impressive skill, I would say. Oh, man. Until I'm getting tired, I feel like even just basic movement is starting to slip. I've peaked already. Yeah, so anything beyond that, he says, I'll take anything. Anything and everything. We got Aleph in the house. What's up, Aleph? Yeah, we're just a normal person. We're not 3 goblins in a trench coat. We're an extremely normal person. And you know we're very normal because look how many hats we're wearing. I mean, we have the default hat, which is a pretty good human hat, but look how many disguises we have. We have 2 wizard hats, and we have a Viking hat. There's one more Viking hat we can find, I think, and like, man, Vikings and wizards will have a really hard time discerning our alleged non-human status. Because, you know, you see a wizard wearing a hat, you go, okay, that's a wizard. You see a wizard wearing 2 hats, 2 wizard hats, that's called a double wizard. You don't want to fuck with a double wizard, even if you're suspicious of them and their alleged status. Yo, that double wizard could fuck you up doubly as good because they have double the wizard power, obviously. And I don't even want to talk about triple wizards. I don't even want to entertain the notion that triple wizards are a thing that exists. Because that would imply powers beyond anyone's recognition. So yeah, it's best that we don't even consider the possibility of 3 wizard hats being worn. Like that's just ridiculous. That's like, you know, courting. That's like Bigfoot levels of like ain't no fucking way, right? Like that's a cryptid right there. Wearing 3 wizard hats simultaneously, but still 2 is something to respect for sure. Oh, I was doing so good. my god, my nose is so fucking itchy. Shayna was up here for like, well, she jumped up a couple times, but she wasn't up here for that long. But for some reason, my nose is so fucking itchy. I'm dying. Lizzie said they got goats, because they'll hit you in the pelvis. I love goats. They're one of my favorite animals, but I've never like lived with them before. I've only like visited with them and gotten to pet them at petting zoos, that kind of thing. And of course, yeah, they'll kind of do the little burp, where they kind of ram into you a little bit, kind of give you some little love bumps. But I've never had one just go full on like try to fucking assault my ass or my pelvis for that matter. I could see it being uncomfortable. They can be assholes, yeah. I'm not terribly surprised. I think they're adorable and very sweet in the interactions that I've had, but I could also see them being huge dicks. Too wizard, too furious. That's right, Aleph. Good to see you, bud. Yeah, they're very adorable. They are very adorable. And when they're nice, they're like so sweet and so cute. And of course, they eat damn near everything, which is great if you are like looking for a green friendly approach to like landscaping, or maybe not landscaping is the right word, but like maintaining a yard. If you have a property and an HOA that allows it, having a goat or even a series of goats to maintain your lawns, it's a pretty nice eco-friendly way to eco-friendly alternative to a lawnmower. They lure you in and then punch your ass flat on the ground. Yeah, I've never had that happen, but again, my what's the word? Interactions have been pretty limited. The longhorns? Oh boy, yeah, I don't think I've ever interacted with a longhorn goat in person. When I think of longhorn goats, I always think of The Witch. My favorite horror movie to date, or The Witch, as it's stylized. Black Phillip. In that movie. Such a fucking badass, terrifying, non-human character. I think I even read a little blip about that movie where the animal handlers for Black Phillip had a real hard time with him. As if he was possessed by an evil spirit himself. Where, like, there would be scenes where they would need him to be calm, but just, like, standing there menacing, and he'd be fucking kicking and bucking and causing a ruckus. It's like, no, Black Phillip, we need you to be, like, or whatever the goat's name is. In the movie, his name is Black Phillip, but yeah, whatever the actual goat's name is in real life, they would need, like, try to calm him down. He just would not fucking be calm for a scene. Because obviously the actors and actresses have to, like, kind of act around him, and he's, like, being a fucking goober. And then, in scenes where he's like, acting up and like, meaning to be bucking and like, clamoring at stuff, they couldn't get him to do anything. He would just be standing still. It's like, bro, you're being calm when we need you to be crazy, and you're being crazy when we need you to be calm. What the hell, man? So anyway, that was interesting. Like, yes, like he was a pill. There's a pill which kind of fits with his lore. Also, the beauty of playing a game like this and having like a Twitch chat and being able to kind of have conversations means that it distracts my brain enough where I don't fuck. Distracts my brain where I don't fuck. My penis doesn't work anymore. Distracts my brain where I don't like overthink and like overcompensate for and like swing too hard and fall over all the time. I feel like it's nice where I can have like conversation. I can kind of talk. Oh, I had my hand on the wrong key, on the wrong part of the keyboard. I can be talking and like my like part of my brain is considering a conversation that's happening, but another part of my brain is playing the video game. Obviously, I feel like if I'm hyper focusing sometimes for games like this, it's really easy to to like I said, to kind of swing too hard and to overcorrect and just overthink things, versus kind of entering that Zen state where you are like water, become like water. Just don't have grass. Yeah. And Ogalsi would be so proud of me. That's actually what Gracie and I have. We're like the only house in our entire like neighborhood that just straight up does not have grass. No turf grass. We have like a bunch of bushes and a couple like cool trees in our front yard, but yeah, we don't have any turf grass. Which when Gracie was this is Gracie's house before I moved in. Now it's our house, but it was her house before we got married and I moved in. And we were dating when she bought the house. And of course she was looking, she was considering, obviously we weren't even engaged at that time, but we knew we were eventually going to get married, obviously. And she was like, yeah, what do you think, Alex? Do you like the house? And of course my obvious reaction was like, you know, this is, if you buy this, this is your house, you know, fuck what I think. Like, this is your thing. However, if you must know my opinion, I think this house kicks ass, and also I selfishly love the fact that there's no lawn for mowing. Fuck mowing lawns. I don't want to fuck with that shit. Some people love it, and that's fine. I'm not here to say that that's bad necessarily, even though there are environmental downsides, which are very real. I'm not gonna like tell them how to live their life, obviously. But the fact that there's no lawn, I was like, yeah, that's fucking huge. So I'm not gonna tell you, you know, to buy it or not to buy it, but I'll say like, that's awesome. And obviously she bought it, and then we got married, then I moved in, and neither of us have to mow a lawn, and it's great. The only thing that does take some work is the backyard. The backyard takes quite a bit of work when it comes to weeding, when it comes to watering the plants in the hot months, that kind of thing, especially when we go through dry spells. So that takes a bit more work, but it's not nearly as bad. We, of course, set up some sprinklers, and it's not too bad. And Gracie really likes doing gardening and that kind of thing. I don't really like it. I don't, like, viscerally hate it, but I definitely don't love it. But I would rather do that kind of thing, like gardening, maybe, you know, doing some light weed pulling, some smoke weed every day, weed pulling. Motherfucker fell over, hell yeah. And versus, yeah, having to, like, mow a lawn, like, once every few weeks, because that shit, I have no interest. It sounds very unfun. So yeah, I'm with you, Elgaso. Yeah, when it comes to like turf grass, shit is wasteful, honestly. It's wasteful, it's expensive, it's ecologically unfriendly to maintain, and it doesn't do shit. Like, why can't we just grow vegetables on our lawns? You know, things that like we can eat and give sustenance, but nope, that violates the HOA. We can't have that. It's fucking stupid. So yeah, it's something that's very frustrating that turf grass is the standard in America. In North America, at least, and it's fucking dumb. So I think it's dumb, but again, I shouldn't speak too strongly, because I know some people love doing like lawn maintenance and like lawn care. They take great pride in having a shimmering, pristine green lawn full of turf grass. And I mean, again, you know, more power to you. It's just, for me, personally, it is yeah, not something I could not have less interest in it. It's in a pub around here. I'm just gonna let you do your thing. Ooh. I'm going for that purple key. That purple key is mine, god dang it. Doggone it. We got Ace away in the house. What's up, Ace? It's our ace in the hole. This ace is inside my holy buckets. Okay, alright. Oh. I keep wondering if I can, like, be up against walls. That's a problem. If you go up against a wall, you can't see shit, obviously. Couple large. Oh, really? They'll bend over to pick it up? Oh, that's brutal. That's hilarious, Farsight. That's brutal, but it's hilarious. Ace says, that explains the name of the game. You fucking got my ass, Ace. There it is. Elgas says, don't worry, Alex. That's my job. I will tell them how to live their life. That's right. You get their ass, Elgaso. You like cute animals, you should check out the goats. I love that dumbass, but keep behind a gate, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we were just saying, it's like, yeah, it hurts the pelvis when they fucking slam into your ass. Which makes sense. It does not sound pleasant. It would definitely, grow tiresome, to say the least. Yo, I can feel that purple key. I can feel that purple key deep inside of me. I'm gonna say to that person, with that wizard, I'm gonna say, yo, give me your purple key, I want it inside of me, and they're gonna say, whoa, I need an adult. I'm gonna say, no, not that purple key. I mean the literal one that's inside that wizard den. Give it to me now. I'm excited. I'm excited to get that shit. And this is a pretty long level, all things considered, so like we've got to work it out for us. But I fear nothing. Except falling over and embarrassing myself. Here we go. Okay. Get raised bed so it's not in the lawn. Oh, you mean for like growing vegetables, that kind of thing? And yeah, that's a fair point too. Like, there are options, obviously. Although I guess it would still depend on the details of like a homeowners association when it comes to like growing stuff in the front yard. I think that's the. I think obviously backyard it's a little bit more loosey goosey, but yeah, it's like some HOAs I know are extremely restrictive, which is unfortunate because it just seems so dang silly to me. But I think most people would agree, like, HOAs are a fucking pox. Like, who here has anything positive to say about HOAs just in general? Like, nobody, ain't nobody like HOAs, man. All my homies hate the HOA. It is something that, like, what service could they possibly offer that is positive at all? Like, it's ridiculous. Wait, hold on. Wasn't there a purple key? Hold on. Hold the goddamn fold. Did I pick up the purple key? Have I had it this whole gosh darn heckin' poopin', tootin', schloopin', gloopin' time? We got this shortcut opened up, which is cool. I'm gonna feel like the world's biggest, dingliest, doofliest if I've had the purple key this whole time, but the UI just goofed out. And it's just being weird. Like, that would make me the spaghettiest of upsetty. Or the upsettiest of spaghetti, rather. Excuse me, pardon me, just squeezing through here. Going for a door that does not exist. So next time I fall over, I'm gonna investigate. And I'm gonna feel like such a dingle doofus. Oof, alright, time to find out. Time to find out. Have I had the key this whole time, and the UI was just being mean? Oh. So, alright. So I think we might have uncovered a bit of an issue. So, I might need to check the tapes. But I think what might have happened, because earlier, when we reached that purple key, we didn't pick it up, and we fell over, and I was big sag. But then, I looked at the chat, and then I looked back at the game, and the key was gone. And I saw little purple sprinkles, little purple sparkles, not unlike the shimmering that's happening right now. Do I have a cursor? I do not have a cursor, but the shimmering on the lock. And I was like, oh shit, where'd the key go? And then I was like, oh shit, well maybe it despawns when you fall over. And we'll just pick it up when we get back there. So I was like, alright, it'll be back there, it's fine, it's fine. And now I see this and I go, oh shit, so I think the key despawned because the game sort of thought I picked it up, but we were in a fallen over state where I'm not allowed to pick things up, so I think we've like, it's not required necessarily, but that is a very important shortcut that we have clearly soft locked out of. So that's unfortunate. We did discover a bit of a bug, which is unfortunate. But so yeah. So that being said, though, this was cool, and I've enjoyed playing this, and I really do want to play it more. But it's late. I've got the end of stream cadence, the end of stream voice. It is late. How much did we do in this game? We beat the tutorial in the first standard level. The tutorial took us like a half an hour. First standard level took us like 40 minutes. Okay, well, okay, no, half an hour, 10 minutes. 40 minutes. We got one press, so it saves our progress, which is nice. Hopefully, it doesn't save the fact that the key is sort of picked up, because if not, then we're in trouble. And again, you don't need that key, per se. But the fact that it opens up a shortcut is very huge. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels total. Interesting how you can just skip to the end and go right for the Clamor Tower. Clamor, but I hardly even know. Look at that, we got all the pretzels for that level. Do we unlock any new gobos? Nope. Just the 2 Twitch goblins and the standard fellas. This was fun, though. Fun game, and even though just a little bit of a tech blub. Flub. A mild flub at the end there. Very fun little game. Shoutouts to the developers making this, because it's really fun. And it sounds like, I guess these 2 streamers are like involved somehow with this game's development, which is pretty cool. Or maybe they were like early adopters and streamed it to their audiences or something, who knows. So that does it for this game.